Once upon a time in the rolling hills of the countryside, where the sun always seemed to shine and the clouds looked as fluffy as candy floss, there was a little piggy named Peppa. Peppa was not an ordinary pig. She was cheerful, inquisitive, and always ready for an adventure. She lived with her loving family, Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig, and her little brother, George, who adored dinosaurs. One sunny morning, Peppa awoke with a sparkle of excitement in her eyes. Today, Miss Rabbit had promised to take all the friends at Playgroup on a special trip to the Dinosaur Park. She was thrilled, as was George, who could barely contain his dinosaur roars of joy. "Roar! Dinosaurs!" exclaimed George as he mimicked his favorite dinosaur, the T-Rex. "Come on, George," called Peppa, "we don't want to be late for our roarsome adventure." In no time, Peppa and George were strapped into their car seats, and Daddy Pig was steering the family car towards Playgroup. Along the way, Peppa imagined what dinosaurs might have been like when they roamed the earth. Were they as big as houses? Did they have wings like birds? "Mummy, will we see a real dinosaur at the park?" Peppa asked eagerly. "Not real ones, Peppa," Mummy Pig chuckled. "But there will be life-size models, and you can learn all about them." As they arrived, the friends from Playgroup were already gathered, chattering excitedly. Susie Sheep, Pedro Pony, and Danny Dog were all there, ready for dino fun. Miss Rabbit welcomed them aboard the dinosaur bus, a special double-decker with a dinosaur-shaped figurehead at the front. "Welcome aboard, everyone," called Miss Rabbit. "Are you ready to meet some dinosaurs?" The ride was full of merriment, with songs about dinosaurs and games that kept the children giggling. Dinosaur Park was even more magnificent than Peppa had imagined. There were Triceratops statues, Stegosaurus garden decorations, and a huge T-Rex that towered above them all. George's eyes grew wide with amazement at the sight of the T-Rex. "Roar," he repeated, delighted. Peppa and her friends explored the park. They dug for fossils at the fossil find area, where they got to play archaeologists. Peppa unearthed what she believed was a Triceratops tooth. George, enthusiastic about dinosaurs as ever, declared his find to be a T-Rex claw. After their archaeological adventure, they heard a call from Miss Rabbit. "It's time for the dinosaur show." The children gathered near an open area where a performer dressed in a bright green dinosaur costume. The performer danced with hilarious antics that made everyone laugh. It was a captivating show filled with roars, stomps, and a bit of dino dancing. As the sun began to set, it was time to return home. Peppa, George, and their friends climbed back onto the dinosaur bus, happily exhausted. "Did you have a good time, Peppa?" Mummy Pig asked as they drove home. "Oh yes, Mummy," Peppa replied, "I learned so much about dinosaurs. They're the best." "Roar some," added George from the back seat, snuggling his newfound plastic dinosaur toy. And so, Peppa and George went to bed that night, dreaming of the wonderful images of dinosaurs dancing in their heads, smiling brightly at the incredible day they'd had with friends and family, knowing that tomorrow would bring just as much excitement and fun.